I don't know. Do you think so? You think so?
I think it's going to work.
You think it's going to work? All right.
Absolutely.
Well, there we are.
Hi.
It's Kid Friday. It is show number 205. I'm Dave. We've got a very special guest in the studio. My good pal from back in the day, Stewie. All right?
How you doing? Hi, everyone.
Stu's here. We're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to be talking about some great things. First off, everyone's into phones, cell phones, right?
Yeah.
Samsung has this new technology where it's bendable. We'll talk about that, okay?
That's nice.
We'll talk about, I have a whole list. Me and the kids, we test drove a Tesla, the latest Tesla, and I've got some pictures. We'll show you that. There's also, I should probably put my notes ahead of time, right? That's all right.
That's okay. I did that for you.
So what else? We might talk about Starbucks. There's a wacky lawsuit going on. Frivolous, as they say. We've got listener email or viewer email from around the world. If you wrote in, good chance we're going to read your email. And, we've got a whole bunch to talk about. Both Stu and I are into these vinyl records. We might talk about that, too. And Stewie's got a great show. We should mention that as well. It's all coming up on this show. This edition, show number what? Did I say 205?
Number
205.
05, yep.
Of Kid Friday.
Hit it. Oh!
Let's get this party started.
Yeah, I'm a kid. I love computers. I have an iPod. I'm a gadget freak. I like to play with my display. I do it every day. I have awesome technique. Yeah, I'm a Kid Friday. I love this stuff, can't you see? Yeah, I'm a Kid Friday. I'm a kid who's in love with technology. Kid Friday.
Yes, indubitably D, Kid Friday, brought to you by the good folks at Story Cub. And Stu, I don't know if you'll notice this, but we're on the screen, rolling around. Wave to the kids around the world. Go
Hello,
ahead.
kids around the world.
There you go. There we are again. There we are
getting
again.
dizzy,
There we
too.
are again.
There we are. Hey.
So, Kid Friday brought to you by Story Cub Video Picture Books. Great for bedtime, great for nap time. You can take it in the car. You can take it to the supermarket. You can take it to grandma's, grandpa's, whatever. You can show it to the dog. Whatever you want to do, you can get the free Story Cub app on iTunes. Just search Story Cub, all one word, like you see it there. Free. You can watch the story of the day every day for free. That is Story Cub. And I don't know if you see rolling around there, there's Julie. She's one of in the green there. There she is.
There she is.
Julie is one of the readers. There's actually people reading picture books to kids, and kids love them. And it doesn't matter. You know what? I still consider myself a kid. I enjoy watching Story Cub. Okay? It doesn't matter how old. Stu, you'll love it. Check it out.
Yeah.
Story Cub. You can also go to storycub.com where there is a link to the app, and it is a lot of fun. It is story time anytime. That's Story Cub Video Picture Books. Thanks for being a sponsor here on the old Kid Friday. All right, Stu, we got a lot to talk about. Wow,
Okay.
I can't believe we're still here. Put it that way. All right. Oh, by the way, there's a new phone company. They're not that new, but you probably haven't heard of them. And it's not a phone company it's not a phone company. They have a phone, a really cool phone. We should talk about that.
Let's do that.
Should we talk about that? Well, I didn't mean right away.
Latest,
Right away, but
whenever
sure.
you want.
I
have
know.
my old phone, but this is not new.
So there's a company called OnePlus, and OnePlus they've been around. They had the OnePlus 1, OnePlus 2, got the OnePlus 3, and they're based out of Hong Kong, and they design a really cool phone, but it's not. You just can't go get it. They're direct to consumer. You can order from them, and they're gaining a really big following. And let me see if, let's see, what did I do? Did I put the OnePlus 2 on there? Hang on one second. I need to move one thing here. Let's see if this works.
This sounds good. I've got to replace my old
There we
phone
go.
real soon,
Do you?
too. Yeah,
well,
pretty close.
There we go. There it is right there. That's the OnePlus 2. They actually, it's like most people never heard of this company, and I got to tell you, I haven't heard of this company until recently myself, and I saw a little piece on it, and I thought they were really... They went out and they talked to users of phones and they said, we want to design a phone that you want. Tell us what you want. Makes sense. Does it make sense? So in 2014, just a couple of years ago, OnePlus arrived with this idea. Let's go, what if a phone could be looking good, powerful, and not cost a lot? Because you know what? It costs a lot to have all these phone stores how many, rent for a Sprint store? You see them, right? And the kiosks and the this and that, right? One thing that if you are a techie kind of kid, the phones come with 6 gig of RAM, which is amazing. So it can multitask, you can do a lot of stuff. And we're talking about less than $400 for a phone that doesn't come with 16 gig, which normal phones do. Not 32 gig, but 64 gig of storage right out of the box for you. So it is pretty cool. It is, and I think I have. Do I not have that? I don't have that. So anyway, that's the OnePlus 2. They have the OnePlus 3 out. I believe it's coming out. The new OnePlus 3 is they call it the flagship killer. $400, okay? And before they used to have you could only get this phone by invite, so it felt kind of special, right? Mm-hmm. That's the phone,
brand new.
It's brand new. It's our phone, Mm-hmm. So its appeal had exclusivity. Now they're opening it up. So you can go to their website, which is actually I have their website here. I can tell you what it is. Let me see. The website would be oneplus.net. So ONEPLUS.net. And Stu, I'll tell you what I'll do. Stu doesn't know all the fun stuff we have here.
I'm just kind of learning.
I didn't want
as we
that.
go
I didn't
along,
want. I didn't
too.
want that. I wanted this.
You wanted...
I wanted this. What did I say?
Take that.
It's one, right? One. Boy, I better go back to school here. OnePlus.net. And there you go.
There you are.
Okay, so you can go to oneplus.net.
Okay. Oh,
and
well.
now, Stu,
got it.
and of course, we'd like to do. Oh, we're a little off focus here. Hold on.
Are you? Dave, you're wearing glasses.
How's that? A little better. All right,
Okay, that's
Stu,
good.
All right, look forward. Don't move.
I won't move.
We're gonna give you a little mustache here. We're gonna make Stewie's hair all like this. How about a little? What is this? A little goatee? Oh, I said, don't move. Hey,
I look
don't
good
move.
in green.
Don't move. So this guy right here, right? We go back a ways. All right, that's
Way
Stu.
back the farther.
And we'll just okay. So anyway, cool phone. Speaking of phones, we talked about on a previous show about the iPhone and how the first generations or the earlier iPhones and other Apple products are becoming more valuable. They're collectible. They've become collector items.
Save your old cell phones.
Not only save your old cell phone, save your old cell phone boxes, because people buy just the boxes as well. It's pretty amazing. What I did is I grabbed a shot of this. Well, check this out. There's the original iPhone right there. Mm-hmm. And I have one of those. And I was going to trade it in. And the people said, "You're crazy. Don't trade that in. Keep it. Keep it. It's worth a lot of money.
Item.
It's going to be exactly. It's going to be a collector's item, and
it'll be retro in like 5 years.
I'm just doing a quick search here on the price. That's our live screen over there, by the way, just so you know.
Okay. I'm new to this whole thing here. This is like my first time into the studio, and it's a lot of fun so far.
Okay, so original iPhone 8 gig with Wi-Fi. I'll tell you what. Let's do this. We're going to go right to the screen share here, which we are. Here we're on Amazon, as you can see. And let's see. There's one new. Actually, I can use our little painter here. There is one new from. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. There's one new. Oh, I'm on the wrong one.
Am I reading that right? $2,000?
$2,500.
$2,500.
Oh, hold on. We
Wow.
went wacky again. Never mind.
That's okay. Computer glitches.
I tried to do too much. I tried to do too much.
Yeah, but David
let me
looked
bring
nice.
That over there.
It
There we
looked
go.
neat.
That's right. Here. That's okay. So here, now we have it.
That looks like a nice phone with all the gadgets
but
too.
Let me go back here.
Okay.
And let's go right here.
So 25.
There we go.
I'm just kind of reading the short
And
description.
there
with
you go. You can buy an original Apple iPhone 8 gig with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Of course, they all came with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Someone has it on Amazon right now for $2,500. Of course, they have not such a good rating. Who knows? But if you go even, I'll tell you what, as long as we're on the screen here, let's go to the old eBay because eBay seems to be...
eBay is kind of reliable.
Well, yeah, you would
I use
think,
it.
right?
Yeah.
So let's go iPhone. I'll just go one. See, I said first generation there or something. Okay, so someone has one up for $400.
Oh,
Actually, you can buy one right now. They've sold 396 of them. Is that right?
That's a lot. Okay.
Isn't that
Sales
amazing?
are healthy for them.
So they've sold 396 this company for $400. That's
Wow.
pretty. That's pretty good for a phone that's just sitting in your drawer, potentially, right?
I can sell my old phone then and get it maybe,
This
I
is
don't know,
16 gig.
$25 for it.
Let's see. You know
What else is out there? Let's see,
Wow!
Apple
Holy
iPhone.
buckets! Look at this
Look
one.
at this thing.
$25,000. There's 20 people watching this.
With the box, too.
Brand, see, factory sealed, brand new. Oh, hold on, man. I'm not on. Did I not? Hold on. I have
So
to
what
get
did
off
I
this
say
one.
before? I needed a new cell phone here?
Hold on. I have to get off of this one here.
Okay.
There we go. Is that? Yeah. Oh. There. I just got to
Move
take.
closer to it.
I just have to take the paint off. That was confusing me. Okay. So look at this. Factory sealed, brand new, original iPhone, first generation, 8 gig, unopened, $25,000. There's two available. So just think of that. Now,
Nice.
that doesn't mean someone has actually bought that, right? So let's get
That's what the seller's
yeah,
going.
but so when you're in eBay, you can go into completed listings or sold listings. So let's just find out for real what was sold as far as the iPhone 1. And so this is real. These are actual sales on eBay of the first generation iPhone, $545. And doesn't look like it's new. Let's see, iPhone.
Alex used
One sold for
$199.
$500.
500, yeah.
First
roughly.
generation, unlocked. Some
There's
of them,
one for $37.
well, some of them may not be working.
that's
So
true. That's true.
you have to go into the description to take a look at them. But look, $600. Oh, that's an iPhone 6. Hold on, we want first
Better
generation.
work for that price.
I think I need to write I think I need to have first because it started to write first generation. See, there we go. So let's just take a look. And these actually sold. Again, a lot of these may have cracked screens. I know if I had a cracked screen and I was selling a phone, I would show the back of the phone like this. So
They might have
just saying.
multiple pictures, too.
Just I know, but
you gotta go
we don't
into
have
the
time to go
description.
through all that.
Sure.
What is it? This sold. This is real.
Look at that.
First generation, 8
That's
gig with promotional items, $3,800. How about that? So
That's a lot. Yeah.
So if you're a kid and you and your parents have some old phones in the drawer, take them.
Sell them.
Take them. Go
with
get
your
them.
with your parents'
Go get
permission,
them.
of course.
There's the original. There's the original big boy right there. It could be worth some good dough for you. Isn't that amazing?
Although they might go into their parents' drawer and say, "Hey, look, all this money. Can I have this?"
Oh, you know what I
Stay with
found?
that money, kids.
You know what I found? I don't know if you. First off, Stu, have you heard cassette tapes are coming back?
I heard something about that, and I'm glad because I saved my old ones and all my cassette players. I use that stuff.
You do. You know what? I have a
And
giant
this is
box of
good.
cassettes that I need to listen to. I have no idea
Sold.
what's on them. No, I want them.
I
But
might
you know what I
be on
found?
some of your old ones too.
You know what I found though? So to take music with you, before you just had a radio, pretty much, right? You had to listen to
Transistor
radio.
radio, yeah.
Okay, and then the first thing that really came out that was big was the Sony Walkman. the cassette Walkman. Well, it just so happens I found in my closet, I have an original.
Oh, look at that.
This is the very first Sony Walkman to ever come out. It's got a little crack in the in there.
Yeah,
But look
that's
at
a
that.
Walkman.
This is the very first Walkman to. You know what? I'm going to look on eBay. I might be
if they're
selling this thing, huh? Let's see.
I want it.
Sony Walkman.
Give me.
I don't know. Vintage.
Especially it's from like 1981, something like
This
that.
is
That was
the,
the first
This
ones
is the
that
first
came out.
model. This is the very
Roller
first.
phones,
This is the
yeah.
first model to ever come out.
Oh, look at that. Some are still sealed in their
Well,
box.
no, but
Or in the box.
Yeah, but you're not looking at those. That's not the original first. That's not the very first one.
Various
Does this
ones.
have a model number on here? Actually, I'll have to take
Got
a
to
look.
check that serial number.
I'll have to see if it has a model number. I'll let me take it out of here. Here, it's got a high. It's got a little. Doesn't have a equalizer on it, but it does have a high-low switch.
Battery pack and all that.
Yep, you put your batteries.
Small
You
batteries,
know what?
yep.
You may not even know what a cassette is. What am I talking
Yeah,
about?
hey,
So
I could
check
have
this
brought us
out.
a cassette
Yeah,
for you.
yeah. So you pop this open and you put this.
Yeah, this little tape thing in in there. You close that up, and you press play, one of the play buttons, and you have headphones that you have to listen to. What Dave has.
First time anything that had headphones on it like this that you could listen to what you wanted to, not the radio. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You couldn't take the radio with, or you couldn't take a record player with you. Obvious reasons. And 8-tracks did not come with that. Cassettes did. And then came right after that CD players, portable ones. But cassettes still work if you treat them right. And they sound really good, somewhat quality. Although you might hear some tape hiss and some old tapes. It depends. But these are really dependable stuff.
I was at Urban Outfitters and they are selling cassettes, and they also sell used cassettes,
Fun.
which is
Used
wild.
cassettes.
Used cassettes. Oh, I'm in the
You got
money. I'm in the money.
Hey, he's got some
check
cash.
Check this out, okay?
Look at this.
So now if you have just the original, and these are actually sold. If you have the original manual, which I don't, that's sold for $39. But check this out. Isn't that what I just showed you?
$299.
$229. Another one sold.
$249.
Now, for comparison's sake, just so you can see, look at that. Look what I'm holding. Boom, boom, dung, dung. I think I just found some money. We should give this away.
Cha-ching.
We should make a contest and give this away, and you can sell it and make money.
Okay.
Should we do that?
Or the kids? Kids.
No, not you.
Okay, fine. Be that way.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yes, it would. I think they'd have a lot of fun trying to find some. Go on a treasure hunt in your house to see what you can do.
Well, I was
for
thinking of
eBay.
giving this away and making a
Okay.
contest saying, you know what, go to kidfriday.com, enter our contest to win the Sony Walkman. We'll announce a winner at some point, but it's you know what, that's a lot of work. So I take back what I say. I'll think about it. It's
You'll
not the
think
money.
about it.
It's not the money. It's I gotta make a form. It's like 2 minutes it'll take me. It's a lot of time.
Okay.
All right. So, but nonetheless, look at this. Boom. I had no idea that it was worth $249, $229. Yeah, I've got the pouch, the leather. I don't have I don't know if I have the thing. But isn't that something? And
Look what
these
else
are
is
other
on
ones.
there. We're kinda
These are
scrolling
old.
down.
Those aren't. Yeah, these aren't the same, right?
Yeah, they're different models.
It's
and different
this
makes.
one. This is the original, very first.
Look at that.
Very first Sony Walkman cassette. And if you're interested in this, you'll probably find it listed on eBay. I don't know. I think I'm going to hold on to it, actually.
Okay.
Because I do have all these cassettes, right?
Go through all your cassettes and see what's on there. And you might want to keep that. There might be some family stuff on there, some old radio stuff. A lot of stuff is stored. A lot of people have some classic, priceless audio recordings.
You can listen with a friend. Instead of getting a splitter now, if you look, it's got 2 headphone inputs right here. Okay. And then it's got this. I remember this. This is they call it the hotline button.
Oh, the hotline thing.
And so when you're listening to music, Stu, if you were to come up to me and trying to talk, I would go like this and it would mute. It would bring the music way, way down so I could hear you without taking my headphones off.
Interesting. I didn't even know that.
And then I'd let go, and then the music would be back blasting.
Yeah.
Okay. Plus, if not that anyone cares, but Stu would get it. Stu, look at this. It has a left channel and a right channel volume.
I like that.
Separate left and right channel volumes. That's pretty cool.
That's nice.
Isn't that? I have never seen anything like that before, right?
You don't really see those on a lot of those old Walkmans.
You don't. There it is.
Except for that one.
The original Walkman.
I wonder it's worth $200.
And of course,
or so.
I had no idea. I mean, I had it sitting here, but my intention was not to talk about that. But
I'm glad you brought that up.
We got the
though.
Walkman. Yeah, the Walkman's cool. So, what else is on the list? So
what else is up there?
So check this out. Check this out. Are you familiar with the Tesla, the automobile? Tesla?
A little bit, yeah.
It's all electric, So myself and the kids, Hannah and Zoe, we went to, I got some kind of an invite to go to this Tesla thing. And so I said, hey, you know what? It's Zoe's 15. And
Happy birthday to her.
she doesn't, well, it's not her, but
Okay.
she's going to get her driver's permit soon. So the car she wants, $110,000.
Yeah,
Not going to happen. Just saying, not going to. Just saying, it's not going to happen. All right, check this out. So we went and we drove this. Okay,
that's
and
a nice
this is the top of the line Tesla, and it is oh gosh, what's it called? It's called the Tesla. It's an S, but I'm trying to think of the special. Oh, it's the SP90D. It is not diesel. The D is not for diesel, but it is the SP90D. Okay, and there's the picture I found of that.
It's really nice inside.
Yeah. So the thing is with this car, it's all battery operated, and I test drove one about 1.5 years ago, or maybe 2 years ago, and it was okay. It was rear wheel drive. Well, this one's all wheel drive, and when it is instantaneous when you hit the accelerator. It's like you're on a ride at an amusement park. The G-force is unbelievable. It's 0 to 60 in 3-point-some seconds. It's faster than the Bugatti Veyron, which is like a $3 million car. Okay,
Roller coaster on wheels.
it's
Kind of.
It is amazing. You know that it really is.
Yeah, very
I was
expensive.
so when you hit it, you literally, if you from a stop, you get pushed back into your seat. The G-force, you're literally pushed back in your seat, and you're going, whoa! It is unbelievable. I looked at those guys, and they were like scared. they were freaking out a little bit.
We need to get some money, and we got to buy one.
They were
okay. You buy one.
They were freaking out a little bit. But I've got a couple more pictures. They came out with this kind of an SUV, kind of a crossover. If you're familiar with like the BMW
Some of them
X6. It's half car, half SUV. It's a half beast, half what is it? I don't know what it is.
A beast on wheels.
Well, okay, we saw that. So we saw that too. This is it right here.
Here we go.
This is the Tesla Model X. And what's cool about this car is, are you familiar with gull wing doors?
I haven't heard. Wait a minute. Are those the ones that kind of flap up?
Yeah, they are. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Was it DeLoreans have those?
DeLoreans had those. Some old Mercedes SLs had those. But yeah, exactly. And so the cool thing about this car is that the front doors open normally, which, by the way, they open by themselves.
Nice.
You can do you don't have to touch the car, and the door opens itself.
So
And it
you
knows
don't
how,
have to do
and it has a
anything
sensor on it. It knows when to stop if there's something. You don't have to do
something in
anything.
front of it. That's good.
Because it's a
brakes.
huge inconvenience to open a door. It does it for
I
you.
know, a lot of muscle.
Okay, so check this out. There's the gull wing doors.
There you go.
In the
Yeah,
back.
that's what I see.
So it's regular front doors in the front, and then gull wing doors on the back, and it actually has three. It's 3 rows. So there's 2 rows of seating in the back, and it is a cool car.
It's a neat car. Yeah.
And Hannah tried it out, and I quickly snapped a pic. See, there's you and me
There
on each
she
side.
is.
You got to
Oh, yeah.
move. No, you're moving the wrong way. There you go.
Okay, there we are.
We can go. Hi, Hannah.
Hi,
Hannah.
Hannah.
I don't know about the car, but I think I should buy her a new pair of jeans. Just saying.
She needs some jeans.
No, I'm just kidding. That's what the kids are wearing. Come
Yeah,
on.
patches.
there she
the faded
is.
out
She's
jeans
got
and stuff,
some
that's in style
whatever.
Again.
So And when you sit in, I told her actually, she didn't want to, but I told her, I said, when you get into this car, you have to look up. And believe me, I'm not getting paid by Tesla. It's just really cool. The entire, the entire top is a moonroof. Okay, Stu, the entire car.
Oh, so it's a window.
It's kind of like a tinted.
Interesting.
It's the whole thing is. It's really cool when you're sitting in there. Great, really, really neat car.
Omni look. You know what that means?
Yeah, no, I know the Omni Science Museum.
There's there's an Omni. I was thinking something like that, egg-shaped.
Didn't Dodge make a car called the Omni?
I think they did quite a few years ago. I never owned one, but I remember that they made something like that.
Didn't they? A Dodge
or so?
This
was a Gremlin, but they weren't really that good of cars. They don't
you
make those
know
anymore.
what? We used to carpool with someone who had a Gremlin, and I used to have even as a small little kid, I had to sit in the back seat, and there was no room.
I can tell you, we had a Rambler car.
Room.
One of the kids, my dad used to carpool some of the kids around our block to school, our grade school actually, and one kid got into the car and he broke the axle of the wheel. We couldn't go to the car.
Really?
Yep, true story. I won't mention any names, but
not that you want this car, but there's your Dodge Omni right there. Steve.
My first car, there it is. No, just kidding. I think I had a Chrysler that used to overheat all the time.
Did you?
Yep.
I had a Ford that I had to constantly have transmission fluid with me. Did I ever tell you a story about my car? It was what a bummer.
I remember one of your first cars.
It was a yellow Mustang. It was a 1970 Mach 1. Had a lot of rust on it and stuff. Bought it for $150.
That's cheap.
And anyway, so I'm gonna go get it washed. I'm gonna go get my very first car wash with my very first car. Mm-hmm. So I went and got gas at the pump. At the time, you had to go in and you couldn't pay at the pump. And so I said, yeah, I'd like to get a car wash. And the guy at the counter, he looks out and he goes,
"Yeah, your car."
Just so you know, we're not responsible if anything falls off.
Falls off.
Crushed me. Just crushed me.
Oops.
My very first car. I'm getting a car wash. I'm all excited. That's
Let me guess. I think I know where this is going.
No, it's going nowhere. I was just bummed out. Where'd you think it was going?
Well, you were going to go into the car wash, and then like your mirror or something on the outside would probably go thump.
No, I didn't. But he looked and he thought there was probably a good chance of something like that happening. So he gave me a little disclaimer before I could even go in the car wash.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Wash with caution, dude.
It was a good car. It was actually a good car.
It's good.
Okay, so Stu, let's do this if we can. Since you're a special guest, Stu is big time into vinyl records, and vinyl records, as far as listening to music, has made a huge resurgence. And
it is coming back. Actually, I can go.
Absolutely, a huge resurgence. I was at the Consumer Electronics Show in January, and I spoke with
the dealers
Roy Hall. No, Roy Hall. Now, Roy Hall, Roy, great guy, just great guy. It was good. So, Roy owns a company called Music Hall, and they manufacture turntables. And I was saying, so what's the deal with turntables? He said, we can't keep up. And it's interesting where they're being sold. He said, our turntables are being sold not where you normally think. He said, we can't keep up the demand for Urban Outfitters. And Urban Outfitters, in case you didn't know, did I mention that? They're the number one seller of vinyl in the entire country. They sell more vinyl than anyone else.
No, really?
Yeah, but you have to also understand that they have a lot of stores. Okay.
Okay.
They have a lot of retail locations around the country. So, if you have to think. Have you ever been in Urban Outfitters and checked out their vinyl?
I haven't.
They have some of them have a very large selection, all new. Well, although they have some they call vintage, like Heart magazine, and they want like $13 for it.
Really? Did you know that there was a Heart group in I think it was the Netherlands before Heart USA? It was another group called. I just found that out about a month ago, and I have a single by them. Not bad group, both of them actually.
That reminds me. I used to work with this band called Suede. All right.
Okay.
So they were big in Europe, and so wanted to break them here in the United States. So they came over here, and there was some girl who played guitar at some coffee bar who went by the name of Suede and said, "That's my name. You can't use that. I don't care, I'm Suede." So around the world, the band was known as Suede, except in the U.S.
They didn't break in here yet.
They're known as the London Suede. Had to change the name. Had to change the name of the band for the United States. Yeah, the London Suede. You look them up.
There was a group called Blue Suede.
Yes,
and they were or
that
Blue
heavy,
Suede or something.
heavy stuff.
Yes, they
Blue
were.
Suede. They did. They did a real heavy version of Summertime Blues, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, they did. They also did "Never My Love," which was originally done by the Association, and a big hit for them. I don't know about worldwide. I assume so. Was "Hooked on a Feeling," the old
Oh
BJ
yeah.
Thomas one.
Oh yeah.
They made it popular, and I still hear that on radio. For sound bites and stuff.
Oh
music
yeah.
beds.
So
Yeah.
Stewie, do us a favor. Can you do us a favor? Tell us a little bit about what we're looking at right here. A vinyl record.
Yes, we're looking at an not old, vinyl records. That's when we were kids and our parents were younger and they were kids, instead of getting like CDs, compact discs.
No.
You
You have to understand.
do that.
You're still behind the times because
MP3s?
my kids own no CDs.
Oh, they do? Okay.
They stream Spotify or, So it's all about digital streaming now, right?
Yeah, this is the way we used to get our music. We literally have to go to a record store and pick out a record that we wanted, let's say by the group Heart or whatever, or the Beatles. Some people still remember the Beatles or the Bagels, and they're very tasty, and we literally have to bring that record home, and there would be 5 or 6 songs on one side of the platter, the piece of plastic, and then we'd have to flip it over and listen to the rest of the songs.
And so now we live in I don't want to get too into it, but we live in a singles world now. There used to be one song after another, and the musician, the artist would think, producer, how would order we should put these songs and this that. Now it's just all about one hit songs. Let's take a quick look at I just throw on Amazon as long as we're doing that. Sure. And here's some turntables, right? So here's one of those records on a turntable right there, right?
There we are.
By the way, both of us, I'm sure, would not recommend buying this particular turntable.
Don't get that one.
Just saying. But
this is kind of what these things look like.
So the vinyl's on there, and then there's a stylus, a little needle that goes on the record, and this particular turntable has built-in speakers, so it'll play that. So,
in fact, I'm gonna get
how many vinyl records do you think you have, Stu?
I have.
I'm gonna kind of scroll because now I've been to Stu is there's a brush to clean your records.
Yeah, those are good to have if there's like dust and stuff you want to get off.
There's tons, and just so you know, there are some turntables out there that are now. You're looking at the $48 one, right? Mm-hmm. Check this out though. Check this out. There are some spendy turntables out there,
Look
my
at those.
friend.
That's what you call needles.
Well, put it this way. This is just a cartridge.
stylus.
Yeah, this is a cartridge, whatever. But check this out. Well, here's a turntable right there for $6,000. But, here, how about this one? $4,500 for this turntable.
I would recommend for probably kids who are getting into vinyl and stuff that they really want to buy records. There are quite a few. And I've actually helped a couple younger, kids that are teenagers that are really into the artwork, and they want to buy something. I say go cheap first, and then when you get better records and a big record supply, get a better turntable, and then take care of the records.
So get good music first. Is that what you're saying?
Absolutely, or get whatever you like, whatever you turn you on.
And when Stu came here, he had a package. He was on his way out the door, and the mailman came or whatever and gave you a package. You just opened it up and you just got this today, right?
Yeah, in fact, this is a record, what it looks like. They're bigger than, like, let's say CDs. It's a group called Yes. They've been around for like 45 years, and I needed it I do podcasting too, and I needed this record on vinyl because it's easier for me to work with. And sometimes these records, album covers, they flap out like this, like a gatefold.
Yeah, that's called. I was going to say, yeah, it's a gate. Yeah, not too many people know gatefold. I think. Yeah, right.
It's a record term, and then here's the back. It has the illustration, the song titles, and who's in the group, and the record. You're saying, well, where's that round thing? It's inside here. You take it out. I'm demonstrating this stuff, and it comes in these protective sleeves. But you take it out really quickly.
You have to get close to the microphone.
I will get closer to this. Here we go. Okay, can you hear me now? This is what a record looks like. This is a white vinyl record. And there's songs on there.
Label side up. Come on. It says yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's backwards.
All right.
Never mind. Anyway, Here we go. This is what a record looks like. Dave's. Oh, yeah. There we go. Right next to us. And this thing spins. I don't recommend too many people to do it, but I have experience doing this. I will spin the record. You can kind of see here. It kind of spins around.
You put the needle on the record.
And you put the needle on over here.
And the drum beat goes like this. Yeah. Just kidding. Go ahead. So you put the needle. It spins around.
It spins around, and there's like different songs on each side. Sometimes there's 5 or 4, and then when they're done, the needle will come off.
You have to bring it up. That's
there we are.
There you go.
There we are. Sorry, everyone. Anyway, I'm new at this thing. Anyway, but so the needle will start over there, and it'll go all the way down to like near the end of that label, right down here. And then if you want, sometimes turntables will take the needle off automatically. And then all you got to do is flip it around and flip on the other side, and you'll hear 4 or 5 other great songs off whatever record that you want to purchase.
There is music on both sides of this piece of
plastic,
piece of whatever,
or vinyl, whatever.
Wow.
Yeah. So and then when
you're
you want
freaking me out, man. Oh, store it. Yes, you have to store it.
I try to. Yeah, you got to store it in this pouch here. Let me see if we can do it. That's where the record will be in. Can you see it, Dave?
I can. Okay. I can. And I can also say I'm a proud dad because when Hannah, who's 18 now, when she was turning 16, she said, "Dad, you know what I want for my birthday?" I said, "What?" "A turntable," she said.
Good choice.
And so, and I get her vinyl every now and then. The last one, I think, the last album I bought her was the Grimes. Or just Grimes. It's not the Grimes, Dad. It's Grimes.
Grimes, yeah.
Which is really good. Great record. Mm-hmm. And it was great seeing her just sitting and, and it came with a bunch of stickers and extra artwork and cool stuff, that you can look at.
In records, sometimes they would have posters that would be included and, little stickers and stuff and information books about certain members of the band and all that. And, they were a lot of fun. And then sometimes they would have, like, games and stuff inside that you could play in the album covers if you wanted to mark them up. But usually if you keep them in good shape, 20, 30 years later, those records might be worth some money. So if you don't want them, you could sell them on eBay if you wanted.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
some of them
awesome.
worth a lot of money. There's a group called the Beatles. There's one of their records that's worth like, I don't know, a couple $1,000s called Yesterday and Today.
Beatles?
Beatles, yeah. They're from England. Jolly good lads.
Well, check this out. I'm going to try and fly through this really quick. As long as we're talking about music. Seems to be like a music show it's turned into. All right. When I was at the Consumer Electronics Show, there's a company that, when I think of audio components and stereo and really good sound, I think of this company called Audio Research. And I went into their suite at the Venetian on I forget what floor it was. 20 there's 2 floors,
25th
30th and 31st floor maybe. Anyway, and I went in and I saw someone working there, and I went up to him and I said, "Hey, I just want to say hi. I'm your neighbor. I actually live a mile and a half from your manufacturing place." He goes, "Really?" I said, "You know what?" He said, "Come on by for a tour. Come on by. We don't, just so you know, we don't do tours. We don't do tours.
They'll give one to you.
But your neighbor, you know what? Come on by." So David, over at Audio Research, I can't thank you enough. Stewie, let's take a look at a few pictures.
Definitely.
Of of this. If let's see if this works. I think well, I think it should work, but let's see if it works.
Yeah.
There we go. Right? Okay.
There
so
we go.
yeah, I wonder if I can. Can I? Maybe I can move that like
that a bit
that, and then can we just
Look
move
at that. Look at that, kids.
And then we can go like that, and then we can
everybody.
go like that.
Wow.
Look at that. Okay. Audio research. Now, audio research, they are known around the world as one of the best quality, best sounding. And I'll show you the listening room coming up here. Yeah, I have pictures of the listening room. They're me. So this particular model is an integrated amplifier, and first off, they manufacture all the audio components except for their CD player transport. They all have tubes in it. A lot of people think tubes sound really good, and I'll show you a tube what it looks like here in just a second. But matter of fact, like where you see these holes right here, this is where the tubes go in. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so this particular one is their entry model, integrated. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Look at that. Hello. This is their integrated tube amplifier. This is their beginning model. They're low. They're least expensive product, and it is $8,500.
Oh boy.
And boy,
Hey, look at that. You can
whoa.
zoom in on them.
Oh yeah. Okay, hold on.
Get that back.
Okay, so check this out. So when you're gonna, when they make, so they have people at making soldering these circuit boards, and it's kind of like a puzzle. So all these circuit boards that you're looking at, if depending on what model they're making, these are like completed units that you can use for reference when you're making a new one. So you can look at this one and go, oh yeah, let's see, this piece goes
I want that
over
one
here.
on the right.
All right, and look, they got a whole bunch of just a bunch of different circuit boards that they manufacture.
Oh.
So and then they have a parts
pieces.
list. And a parts. So depending on what they're making, and then so they have to go pick out two capacitors and three whatever triodes, and there's some parts right there that depending on it's kind of like a shopping list. I'm going to make this, and here's all the parts I need. I'm going to go pick them out, and so these are some bins with some of the parts.
And that's how they put it together. Look
And-
at it. It almost looks like a Lego set.
Yeah, so this is a circuit board. So that's the completed one that they can use for reference, and you can see that's where the these are. I'll show you coming up, but these right here, these are where the tubes go in, and
It looks like it would take them weeks to put this whole thing together.
why do I keep doing that? Wrong one. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so you would think, but no. Well, put it this way: they are not. Everything's done by hand, Stu.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still, yeah.
These guys are soldering, and there's not that. It's not a huge company. But
look at the
because
time
they put out a very limited number of stuff. This is some of their speaker wire and some capacitors there. So this is a CD transport. It's funny because I knew about this. He said, we did a modification on this. I said, oh, that's a Philips transport. He goes, yeah, it is. And what they did for their CD player is they put some extra some springs and some dampening material, so the CD will not skip and it will play perfectly. So they took kind of something existing. That's the only thing that they took existing and modified. The rest of the stuff. Why did I do that? I keep hitting the wrong one. All right, and but that's that. Okay, here's another unit right here. This a beautiful unit. This is something else. I forget how much. I forget.
Look at the meters.
Yeah, I forget how much this one costs. I think I don't want to misquote. I think it's a. Is it
Should
around?
we take a stab at it?
And I think it's somewhere around $25,000.
Okay, whoa. I was going to go a little lower. But
Okay, now here's a faceplate that goes on the front. When I was taking it to, there's one guy just sitting there with some cleaning cloths, like you can, some cleaning cloths right here. Yeah. Oops, sorry, right here, right?
I see him.
And he was cleaning each one off. He wasn't rushed. No one was rushing him. They want everything to go out perfectly. I've never seen a company that has such quality control as this company does. It's something else. It's something else. So that's the front. That's the front of something. Oh yeah, here's the big boy. Well, here we can look that up. What is that? Is that the?
Oh, it says Auto Research, Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Yeah, what's that? G.
High definition.
What number is
the
that?
number GS150.
On
That's what it
audio.
research.
Well, I don't want to misquote. Search. It's a GS what? 150?
GS150. It looks like.
Okay, so
See what comes up.
well, I'll tell you what I can tell you. Whoop, I'll tell you what the price is anyway. So the price for this particular amplifier is, ladies and gentlemen, the price for this is. Can you read it, Stu? I can't read it.
Let's see here.
Oh, here it
I'm
is.
going to put my
Here it is.
$1
Here
glasses
it is
on.
right here. It's $25,000. This one.
Yep.
This one is.
You
20,
got it. 25,000.
Yeah. This one right here. It's $25,000. So if you want a killer stereo,
This is it.
that would be,
KT150.
it still has some. You can see it's got some tape on the side. It's still in. They're
still putting it
Yeah,
together,
they're still putting
really.
it together. Exactly. So
it won't fall apart.
isn't that something? Now this is I guess what's the best word for? She's the tube lady. Okay. When you have these these tubes, I think there's only two companies in the world left making tubes. There's one, the old Russian company. There's a factory in Russia that does reissue tungsol and Mullard tubes. Now, before you use the tubes, a lot of people say a brand new tube right out of the box doesn't sound so good. So they do what's called a burn-in. And they take all the tubes before they're put into any of the amplifiers, and they power them up, and they let them run for a couple of days.
Nice.
And she's monitoring all the tubes. And here's a closer look of the bottom of the tubes, the tubes, and they burn them in, okay? And there they are upright. And this is, so what you're looking at here, all this does is it powers the tubes, and they leave them on for a couple of days, then they remove the tubes to put them in the amplifiers. So I love tubes.
This is
I love
interesting.
tubes.
Yeah, there is a certain sound to those old
There's
radios with tubes.
Yeah, and well, see, now it's not just old. These guys this company is the largest manufacturer of tube amplifiers in the world.
That's good.
So,
That's
oops,
neat.
did I go too far? Look at that.
Look at that.
I like the
Look at the
tubes so
big
much. I
supply.
took more pictures. Look at that. Here's a close up of tubes. for
Here we
you.
go.
There's a
Test tubes,
Okay,
yeah.
so the tubes get very hot.
Oh yeah, you got to use mittens.
Yeah,
for
the
them.
tubes get very hot. So the tube lady there, she uses I said, I'm surprised you don't have the UV glove.
Oven
Remember
mitt?
that? The UV glove?
The UV glove.
But she uses that to take the tubes off because when
Oh,
you turn
you
them
have
off, they get very hot.
Yeah, never touch them when they're hot. That wouldn't feel good.
Here's another giant amplifier of theirs. It is so heavy that they have it on a hoist that usually is normally used to hoist car engines. And I forget how much this is. Very expensive, but
Yeah, it's lots of pounds.
well, it is very. Look at that. And
Look at the tubes again.
And
everyone.
those are tongue soles, and I don't know if you can see it or not. These are reissued tongue soles right here, and it says "Made in Russia" right on the tube there.
Yeah, I see it.
It's but that's there. This is still in in the manufacturing process. I'm in the plant. This is not a finished, completed thing. But that is some good looking stuff. Now, do you see the plastic on the certain parts of this?
Oh yeah.
So right here and right here, see that?
Mm-hmm.
So because this is still in the manufacturing process, what they have to put these plastic covers on because there's so much high electrical current on it. If you're working on it and you were to touch one of those areas,
I wouldn't.
You could get electrocuted.
Yeah, don't do that.
So they put these covers on as a safety measure to make sure that, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Be safe than
Oh,
sorry.
you don't want to get zapped.
No,
All
not
right.
fun.
There's that GS150 again. I think just kind of another look of it. So everything goes through. Everything goes through everybody's got to put their initials on when they're done with something. Okay. So which is really, really wild and interesting. There is one guy there, and let me see if I can't put. Well, hold on. I'm going to take the Kid Friday logo off for a second. there is one guy there, and his job is, oh, you know what? It still doesn't fit on there. All right, well,
Not letting you do it.
yeah, I'll just put it back. Anyway, it doesn't. There's one guy whose job is to, I'll come back to us for a second.
Okay.
His job, which is pretty amazing, his job is to listen to every piece of equipment and certify before it goes out.
Nice.
And this guy, I met him. He listens to everything, and if something doesn't sound exactly the way it should, it goes onto a test bench like you're looking at. Well, I should say like you're looking at right now, and they will, they will listen to it. And they told me, they said, this guy can hear everything, and he knows like a certain thing should be soldered a little bit higher because of the heat underneath it, how it goes away. And
Good ears.
And they had a part from a manufacturer, one piece that they brought in, and they were bringing it in. All of a sudden, this guy kept rejecting this equipment. Something's not right. Something's not right. They found out that this company making this tiny little part changed places where they were making it, and although it looks exactly the same, it sounded different.
He could tell.
There's no
Change
way.
it.
There's no way I could tell. There's no way. I don't think there's any way. Well, I don't want to say it, but before anything goes out, it has to be listened by this one person. I wonder if
The
they
guy
have.
with the good ears.
I wonder if they have his
Sound
ears
bad.
insured.
Huh? What?
Here's another amplifier. Just really, really cool stuff.
Look at that stuff.
This is
Oh, yeah,
this is in their listening room, and I listened to this amp, and I got the sweet spot in there. This is their listening room.
Look at that. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hold
That's
on.
a
What
neat
am I
one.
doing? We're looking at it, but no one else is.
Oh,
Nice.
no. Put that on. Put that
Hold on.
There you go.
Did we? Okay. Yeah. So
We'll back up. We'll back up.
Okay. All right. So here's another one of their amplifiers they manufactured. This is in their listening room, and this is their listening room.
That's her living room.
Now the speakers that you see right there,
I
those
see those.
speakers.
They're taller than us.
Oh yeah. Now, not that I'm trying to make a game, but any guess how much those speakers cost?
Not $1 million, but getting there.
$150,000.
Okay, we're getting
You
there.
could buy a nice house for
Oh, yeah.
$150,000 speakers.
$150,000.
We have the $25,000 amplifier right there, so we're up to $175,000, and that doesn't include. We still need source components. We still need something to play it from. So there's $175,000.
Wow.
Great listening room, really cool.
Who needs a house? Get
If
the
you look-
speakers.
And exactly right. I know. I know. That
Have an apartment. You
personally, that's my feeling. I'm just
Yeah.
saying. Right? And then if you look right here, so there's the turntable that they use. This is, I believe, this is
the
one of their preamps. And a couple of their other components. Oh no, I'm sorry. This right here is a CD player. The CD loads from the top. So it actually loads from the top. It's a top loading.
Yeah, you don't see those too often.
Yeah, it's a top loading CD player. And then some of their other source components. But there's that. But oh man.
But look at that high tech equipment. That all looks old fashioned, but that's all new. It's all retro.
So Audio Research, this company, they have a museum, and their museum is a small room somewhere in there. And they just put some of their stuff on the shelves, which is cool. I like that. They've been manufacturing, I think they've been around for 40 years, 50 years, something like that. There's a picture I think you'll really like coming up here. So this is the room that has some of their older models, and they keep it in there, right? And also, and these components go. People who own stuff that are 40 years old, it's still running, and they send them back in for service. They have a whole service department. I'll show you. So this is some of their older stuff. This is for a recording studio. They actually manufactured a board for a recording studio. So kind of looks like a radio board too, right?
Yeah, it does an old radio board that people
Yeah.
used to use in the 1960s, early 70s,
or 80s at the radio station I worked at.
Oh, okay. Actually, I did work at one in the 1990s that had an old board like that, and they said it was top of the line, 1968. I'm like, I believe you.
In 1968,
Yeah.
But you know what? Some of that stuff sounds awesome, though. So this is the model that kind of put them on the map. This particular audio research model. This is the one that all of a sudden started to get reviewed by a bunch of people and kind of put them on the map there. Yeah.
More tubes?
More tubes. They actually took. I couldn't get a picture of it, but there are two of these things, monsters, side by side. There's another one you can't even see, and then this is the newer model that is replacing those other two. So they took two and put them. They were monoblocks. I don't want to get into. I'm not going to get into
how
that
heavy
whole thing.
that is.
Yeah,
that's technical.
It looks heavy. It looks heavy. And there's some more of their vintage stuff. But really, anyway, fly this. Also you can custom order stuff. So you can custom order what color knobs you want, right? What color handles you want, what color buttons you want, and they will custom.
All custom.
Yeah. Through a dealer, they'll custom make it. That is
looks like a microwave.
That is an integrated amplifier. No, that's
I know it's not, but
I'm drooling. I'm drooling.
You want it? Okay, I'll buy it for your
are you
birthday.
kidding me? I am drooling looking at this stuff. I noticed on these that there's some tube dampeners. So you see the tubes, right?
Yeah.
Around the tubes, these things right here, right? Some people think that if you put these dampeners, these kind of rubberized things around the tubes, that the tubes sound better. It's possible.
Might be.
It's possible. And there's another one, Behemoth amplifier. You can't see that. Yeah, it's still in production. And this is more of their, you know what this is? This is their inventory. So, unnamed. It's unnamed too.
I'll take that one on the left.
This is what they have in stock. And so to tell you what kind of company they are, they manufacture what they need and whatever. So if you look at it, you go, wow, you don't have much in inventory of this. But then you look at it, you go, yeah, but that's $250,000 worth right there that you're looking at.
Definitely.
You know that? that is just, it's crazy.
They have a lot, but they make their money when they do sell them.
So again, I told you that if you have an older model or whatever, and you want it serviced, you can send it in. And this is where they service. This is the area where they service the older audio research products. If you have an old amplifier or preamplifier, whatever, you can send it in, and they will bring it up to manufacturer spec. They keep a supply of all of the old parts on hand, so they will bring it back to like as new condition.
And that's all right in town here, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a mile and a half from my house.
All right, I'm going to be bringing some old equipment into them, have them serviced. I've got a feeling sitting around.
I don't think, it's got to be their equipment.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
And it ain't cheap, my friend. Okay?
Okay.
I have a couple recommendations if you want. But
I know, don't go there.
You have to. They only service their own products. So you have to have an audio research
I didn't know that before.
product. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Here's some completed. Are these completed? Yeah. These are some completed parts. So if you send your old amplifier in, they'll replace the boards or whatever, and those are some, and bring it back to new. Yeah.
Here are the
There's
boxes.
some other now these things are so heavy. If you look at
Caution,
the box,
do not drop.
if you look at the box, the box doesn't look like it would have anything in there that heavy, but everything they have, it has to ship on what's called a pallet. By a truck, and a forklift has to pick it up.
Yeah.
Seriously, no, I'm serious. There's a $75,000 worth of speaker because there's two of them, and I told you they're $150,000. This is the listening room, and I took a picture right here. David put some music on for me. I sat right in the middle. I took this picture while I was listening to some music in the listening room, and to me, this is like the moment of all moments. I can't tell you how. I don't know about you. I don't consider myself what's called an audiophile. I'm an enthusiast. But man, you know what, Stu? I was just in heaven.
Blown away.
Blown away. It was something else. There's another look. Look at that. The amplifier's on in the middle. You got the speaker. I mean, in this listening room. And just so you know, all the stuff on the walls there, that helps with the sound.
Dampers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And
there's a motorcycle.
It's
not mine, but anyway.
Not mine either.
There's the listening room. All right. So anyway, enough. Anyway, thank you, David, at Audio Research for giving me a personal 2-hour tour of your facility. I can't thank you enough. And sorry for the delay to get this on Kid Friday, because I told him I'm gonna. Do you mind if I take some pictures? It's kind of interesting because
this was kind of a fun.
Most
tour
people,
to go
well,
through,
yeah, especially it's not like it's not
yeah.
open to the public. They don't give tours, you know, and. I'm just love hi-fi. I love all that stuff so much. All right, so thanks again, Stewie. You have a podcast, and
I do. No, I do.
And first off, tell us what you do.
Okay.
And start there.
All right. Well, what I do is I've been doing this about 3 years. It's something called Songs from the Basement. And it's actually a podcast show.
Get a little closer.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry, everyone. I know I'm new to Dave's show here.
Well, you don't have cans on, as we say. That's why. So go ahead.
Well, I'll tell you what. I do have a show called Songs from the Basement.
You know what he taught me? You know what he taught me?
What?
Cream of the crop, pick of the back, moving high all the time.
Cream of the back, pick
Larry
of the back.
Lujack, WL. Okay, go ahead.
WL. I know Jeff Davis, actually. Hi, Jeff. Actually, Dave and I, let me do a quick, brief history with Dave and me. We go back to high school, and I was a program director. It was a place called KDXL, our high school radio station. And Dave wanted to come on, and I showed him around, and another friend. Should we mention his name, too?
Just say Mike.
Hi, Mike. If you're out there. Anyway, I bring them down there in April 1980, and Dave got the bug. He wanted to learn how to do the turntables and the carts and the microphones and all that. And I said, Dave, I'll train you in. You want your own show? And he's like, well, yeah. So the rest is history. We got Dave into it. And I'm not going to take credit for all your history.
Well,
but,
I'll say it's because he used to that I ended up working at a radio station and then programming a radio station.
Yeah, he did very well for himself.
No, I'm not saying, but what got me into radio was this guy right here.
Hi, I'm responsible for him.
And how cool was it to have a radio station at your high school?
It was.
It was very rare at that time and much more difficult to do than it is to do things like that now.
Yeah. Not many people have radio stations, and that was like the late 70s when that got on, early mid-70s.
Most people don't listen to the radio anymore.
Not much. They listen to the internet. But yeah, it was fun to get Dave into radio. He enjoyed it. He did very well, and I'm very happy that he's doing the podcast show.
I'm just saying thank you. I'm just saying thank you. It's because of you, that's all.
Yeah. I like seeing one of my proteges be more famous than me.
What do you do, Stu?
Anyway,
tell us what you do.
What I do is...
What are you doing now? What are you up to now?
Well, right now I'm doing Kid Friday with the legendary Dave right over here. But my show is called Songs from the Basement, and we play like old rock and roll, like old album tracks from records, as you saw earlier. And I'm worldwide. We got people listening, Australia, Canada, United States, England. And we do a 2-hour show of like regular old rock and roll if you want to hear like stuff from the 50s to the 1990s or whatever, roughly. And we also do like another show where I'll do a show on a certain group or rock group or whatever and play album tracks by them. And we have a lot of fun doing it. Songs in the Basement.
So how do we... So the question is this: how do we find you? Now you're audio, right?
I'm audio, yeah. I'm not what Dave's doing.
No.
You know,
but and if we want to listen to your show, where do we go? How do we find it? That's the most important thing.
Well, here's where it's on. It's called. You can find it.
Well, no, just don't say a whole bunch. What's the easiest way?
Podomatic.com.
Really?
Yep. Or you can Google me, Stuart Held. Yeah, Podomatic.
Am I spelling this correctly?
I think so. Yeah. .com. can Google songs from the basement and see if I come up. And if I do, click on one of my shows. We'll be there. I got about 300 of them now. I started
300 shows?
About 300.
Wow.
And I've repeated a few. I started in 2011, the idea, and then we launched in 2013. So 2 years in the making. I have one of our old friends, that kid named Mike. He said, "So do you have like thousands and thousands of records in your basement?" I said, "And then some. I added some."
Yeah, you know, we never got to that. How many records do you have in your basement?
Probably about 6,000. That's quite about
6,000
three walls full of records.
Show us one of those records
Okay,
again.
Well, here's one that I just got today.
Yeah, we
and I'm
can't
gonna
hear
add
you.
this
We can't hear you.
I'm going to add this to my collection, the Yes album.
So you have 6,000
About that. Last
records
time
like
I
that.
counted.
How much room does that take?
If you put them this way,
Does
I don't know,
it
I
go
can-
around the world?
It can. My records have been heard around the
Well,
world.
no, but if you put them back to back, no.
No, not. It'll go around the moon, but our moon.
You have 6,000 records, and you've been collecting since forever. Because I remember eons ago, you had these just massive amounts of records.
I used to take you around to record stores and stuff, and I felt guilty. I'm like, all we're doing is record shopping. We got to go golfing or something. So, but yeah, I got.
I always had a bad slice. I could never correct my slice in golf.
I'm not good either at golf.
It's just.
But yeah, I frisbees and stuff. So
so-
it was a lot of fun. We used to hang out a lot when we were younger, and I wanted to get caught up with Dave here, and we finally were able to do a podcast show.
Yeah, it's
Invited
great
me
to have you
down,
here.
and
It's great to
I
have
really
you.
enjoyed going through the information.
It's a lot of fun. Hey, we're about to. We need to wrap things up here, Stu, pretty quick. But
Okay.
you reminded me when you said you're listening to Around the World, because I always forget to read listener mail. All right. And,
go for it.
Do I have? I don't have that other. Anyway, so easy to. Maybe I'll show you. Why
Show
not?
me.
I'm gonna make some room here, and I'm gonna show you.
Do you want me to move away or something?
No. I'm goofing around here.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm not goofing around. I'm just saying, hold on here.
It's fun to hear from people around the world with the mail. I know you've done this, and I've tuned into Kid Friday quite a few times, so I've seen you and the kids and all that doing that. They're not kids anymore, but
well. So here,
shouldn't
look at
say
this. It is so easy if you want to write to us. You go to kidfriday.com. See that? It's no trick. And then it's so easy because all you have to do is right here. Look at that. Write to
there
us.
you are.
And what happens if you click on write to us? Well, let's find out. Oh my gosh. How easy
There
is
you go.
that?
Your name.
Look at
required,
that. And what do you have
city,
to
state.
say? We will read your email right here on Kid Friday, like we are. And I seriously, Stu,
It's
I
fun.
always
I'll tell you
no, I'm
that.
just saying I always forget. No, I'm just saying
I'll remind you. I'm going to
I always-
remind you 4 a.m. By the way, put that on at the end of your next show.
I always forget to read listener mail. So we're going to do that right now.
Let's do it.
We'll trade off. You want to start off, or you want me to start off? It doesn't matter either or.
You do it. I'm got to look
How
at
about
the
this?
next
I'm
one.
going to put that right there, so it'll
Okay.
make it easier for you to read. Hold on. Do you see all that?
I do. We got a big
We're
screen here.
we're
which is
experiencing
good.
we have 3 screens. We're experiencing overload here. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Chelsea from Los Angeles says, "Hello, my name is Chelsea. I discovered your podcast through my niece, whom adores listening. I wanted to introduce myself. Oh, this is something else. Never mind. Anyway, it says." Anyway, thanks for writing to us, Chelsea from Los Angeles.
Hi, Chelsea.
Jeez, what's going on here, Stu? Did you see that? We lost it. I'm going to bring it back.
we didn't lose it. We didn't. Oh, it's
Ah.
behind the couch.
You know what?
Okay,
I think
maybe
I think I'll just make it easy and
Okay.
close. Sometimes I have like 20 windows open at the same time.
He's a
And
guru at
it gets-
computers and
it gets-
things. I'm
it gets
kind of
a-
looking at what he's doing. It's like an octopus behind here.
It gets a little overload. Okay, where did it go? Where'd the listener? Hold on,
wait
I'll
a
find
minute.
it. If I hit
You'll find
this,
it. You'll
if I
find
hit
it.
this,
There we go. There we go.
Okay.
Hi.
No, well, it won't.
From
it won't,
Los
It won't,
Angeles.
stay there. Okay.
Oh.
That's the one
Hold
I just
it down
read.
or something,
No,
maybe
hold on.
that'll-
Well, hold on. As long as you can see it where it is.
Yeah, there we
here. Okay. So why don't you read the second one? Or see, every time I try and highlight it, it wants to go away. Okay. Why don't you just
I'll
go ahead and read
read
the
fast.
second one?
First, the second one. Right
Yeah, second
below?
one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, her name is Katie, and she's city and state. Let's see here. Hi, guys. Love your shows, but haven't seen any. Wait a minute. Any? Yeah, any on podcast app lately. I'm wondering if you still do shows. By the way, in my house, we have 2 iPhones 5s and one 6 Plus, 1 4 and 1 2. iPads. Hopefully, we'll read this and we'll keep doing shows. I think there's going to be more. Oh,
she's from Burnsville, Minnesota.
Burnsville,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, she's got a lot of app, a lot of stuff. Yes. You know what? Hannah and Zoe are so busy; they're off doing stuff. So you know what? If I can have some special guests, if you live in the Twin Cities metropolitan area, if you know what I'm talking about, go to Kid Friday. Write into us if you want to be on the show. Write into us. Might have you on the show. By the way, that email reminded me we're going to talk about something really cool, which is this. This Samsung has this new technology. Wouldn't it be cool to take a phone and eventually roll it up or whatever? They have this technology where you can flex this phone. Look at this.
Flex phone.
Look at that. Look at that thing. Is that
okay,
cool or
I'll
what?
trade my phone in for that one.
Is that
nice.
that cool or what? Seriously.
Groovy. I don't like that word.
Groovy.
Groovy.
Let me tell you a little bit about it. They may release Samsung may release some phones with bendable screens next year, and it not just necessarily Samsung makes screens for other manufacturers with other names. So there may be some bendable screens, not only Samsung but other ones as well. So it is pretty cool and really. It's amazing the way technology continues to evolve. We talked about the very first iPhone, which was a groundbreaker. This is pretty darn neat. They call it organic light. Hold on 1 second here. Wait. Hold that for 1 second.
That's fine.
Hold on. Organic light emitting diodes. Let's just say that. Okay.
OMIG or something like that?
Yep. And they're very thin, very, very thin, very flexible. They're so thin that you can make it in something that's flexible. And this picture blows me away. I'm excited. Look at that. Because
stuff. I want one of those.
Don't you?
Yeah.
So do I. Because you know what? So
we can't flex these things.
I had an iPhone 6S, and then I got an iPhone 6 because the 6S is really good for video, to watch video on, but it was a little too big, and I couldn't fit it in all the places that I wanted to. So I got an iPhone 6S instead of the 6S Plus, and I actually happen to have them both here. So it's a comparison. So this is the phone I use every day. This is an iPhone 6S, and then here's what I stopped using, the 6S Plus. And if you look at the size difference, this one, what? You throw it. I can throw it in the back of my pocket. This one, I can throw it in the front pocket and not worry. Very much more handy. But to watch video on this is amazing. What do you pack in there?
Is
that what you're gonna do?
Yeah, this is. I'm Phil Packer. This is my cell phone,
and that fits.
This one folds out. You can.
Can you get the what they call intern web net on that thing?
I think you can. Yeah, you can text. I'm not real good at texting or anything, but
I use voice to text. I'd
rather do that too.
And it's not always correct, but anyway,
you can misspell on texting.
Yeah. That's cool. That fits in your pocket. That makes sense. These big ones to watch video though, it's great.
You got to charge them up though overnight. Mine goes down a lot, so you probably don't have to do that.
And that's why you'll notice that the sale of tablets. I wouldn't want to be in the tablet business right now. The sale of tablets are going down. Why? Because this is the iPhone 6S. This is the iPhone 6S Plus. This is kind of in between a tablet and a phone.
Get that one.
They call it a phablet. PH.
Phablet?
A phablet, PH. Phablet. And so, a lot of people who have this phone that big, I don't need a tablet.
I want a phablet.
And also, I have an Apple I have 2 iPads. Is there another? Did you see an iPad or another one around here?
Not really this one, but it's on a holder.
Oh no, it's not. That's a different one. No. Well, anyway, this is an iPad 2 Retina. I also have an iPad Air, and the 2 with Retina actually works fine. There's been no giant breakthrough in tablet technology as of late, as far as I can see. But whatever. There you go. Enough of that. We get. Oh, see, we better finish up the email because I never.
This is a lot of fun anyway.
I grabbed a few. I grabbed a few of them, and I keep getting off the path here. Let's get the email back.
There was so much information though to put out this week.
I don't know if I can get this or not. Let's see if I can get it. I'm just trying to see if I can expand it somewhere. Let's see. There we go. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Jason from London, England says, "Hey guys, I love your show. I've told many friends about it, and they are watching it now too. Can't wait for the next one."
Hi, Jason.
Jason, you know what? The plan is to do more on. Try and crank one out every week if we can. So thanks for watching in London. Next one for you, Stu.
This one's coming from Brisbane, Australia, of all places. I am a longtime viewer of Kid Friday and have a question. What should I get? An iPhone 6 or 6S? Or is it 6.5?
6. It says S. It's from Roxy.
Oh, 6S.
It's from Roxy.
Yep, from Roxy.
Roxy in Brisbane, Australia.
What do you think?
I think the question, because you can get an iPhone 5 or 6, I think maybe Roxy was referring to the 6S or 6S Plus, perhaps. And it's ironic. That's what we just covered.
Oh, okay.
Big one, small one, I think maybe is what she was thinking of.
Whatever fits in your hand that you're comfortable with.
I will say that, I mean, you know what? Or if there is an iPhone, well, if your question is an iPhone 6 or 6S, just get the 6.
Okay, get the 6.
There's you know what, the 6S has a little better camera, a little better this, a little better that, but nothing again groundbreaking that. I mean, if they're the same price, go for the 6S. If not, I would just get the 6. Jake from Kansas City, Missouri says, "I have a question. What's better, the Xbox of?" I think they meant the Xbox or PlayStation. I have both. Okay. What's better, the Xbox or PlayStation? Jake, I would say to you on this, if you have both of them, I would say the better one is the one that you play more.
And take care of them both.
There's a new Xbox that came out. It's smaller. It's a little bit smaller, but the power supply is like a massive brick. If you have both of them and you want to know which one is better, I say the one that is better is the one that you're playing because it's one you enjoy more. They both have great things. Go ahead, Stu.
Let's see. Okay, this is coming from Brooklyn, New York by Melissa. Yeah. Hello, love watching Kid Friday. That's all I have to say.
That's all I have to say.
Hi, Melissa.
All right, hey, Melissa.
We're just saying hello.
That's all you have to say. Yeah. And finally, Turner from Fort Worth, Texas, asks, "What is the best phone to get? Thanks, and I love to watch Kid Friday."
Get a telephone.
What is the best phone to get?
A landline.
You know what? I really like that OnePlus phone that we're talking about.
Oh, the one I had in my pocket, or
no,
the one you had?
The one we started at the beginning of the show.
Okay.
The OnePlus One, the OnePlus 2, the interesting company. What's the best phone to get? There's so many good phones. I'm a total iPhone guy. But with that said, Android seems to be coming out with a lot more features, a lot more less restrictions. I will say this, if you are an iPhone person and you run out of room on your phone, coming up now, there's going to be a software update, and your iPhone comes preloaded with certain apps. You have the health app, you have the podcast app, you have the app, to get the app store, to go to the app store. Here, I'll just pull it. So, like some of these, I don't have all of them on this particular one, but all these are built in. Okay, I can't do that. So, all these are built in. Okay, so for example, actually, GarageBand I bought, but let's just say there's it comes preloaded with this Numbers app. Now, this Numbers app takes up room. The program takes up memory, on your phone. So, but you can't delete it. Anything preloaded you cannot delete on an iPhone. Well, you will be able to. Coming up with the next update does not work on older iPhones. It will not work if you have an iPhone 6. Also on iPad Air, the update, you will be able to delete Apple preloaded apps. So you don't have to keep them all because you cannot delete them, but you will be able to. So, very soon.
Yeah.
All right. I think it's time to wrap things up here on Kid Fry. Stu,
Okay.
Can't thank you enough for coming by.
Thank you for having me, Dave. This is a lot of fun, actually.
It is. Well, that's the whole idea. It's a lot of fun. And thank you for watching. Thanks. And make sure, and we want to thank Story Cub again. You know what? Let's go
Story
back to
Cub.
let's go back to Story Cub video picture books, children's video picture books. It is story time anytime. You can get the free Story Cub app in the iTunes App Store. Just search Story Cub, all one word, just like that. Stu, what are you doing there?
The rabbit ears.
Oh, is that what it is? I thought you
Moose
were.
ears.
That's what I said. I was going to say moose, but okay.
It's for visual effects.
You can also go to storycub.com and check it out there as well. Thanks for being so patient during this. Hopefully you're entertained with this edition.
Hopefully you were, yeah.
All right. And we always, Stu, I don't know if you know this, but we always like to end with the beginning.
Okay. Welcome in, everybody, to Kid Friday.
Well, our little opening thing is also our ending thing. So we're going to play this, and we'll see you on the next Kid Friday. Right into us.
Thanks for having us.
Go to kidfriday.com. See you soon.
See you.
Hit it, hit it, hit it.
Oh! Let's get this party started.